So I just wanted to come in and do a quick weekly collective for this next week, this first week in October, I guess. So this will be starting for next week. So I just wanted to come in and see what the energies are. So we're in Libra season now, so it's kind of about our balance and harmony. But we also have that air sign, so we've got that like intellect, that communication. So it's going to be about kind of the balance and keeping that justice, you know, that as above, so below. So we've kind of got that coming out, that archetypal energy coming out right now within the, you know, astrological influences. So I just wanted to come in and I'm just going to quickly, you know, pull a tarot card. I'm going to see what the kind of archetypal energies are coming up for this week and see what we got going on. And we just had the kind of the equinox energies. So, you know, coming into the fall, like I was saying, it's kind of that balance, you know, reaping the harvest, giving thanks, kind of getting ready for the stillness of winter, going within. So let's see here. What is the archetypal energy coming up for the collective? So we have the Five of Wands coming in here. So wands represent, they represent kind of that magic. They represent that fire in this deck. So cups, emotions, you know, the swords are our intellect, mind. We have the wands here, which are like our fire, our passion, our drive. So it looks like here we've kind of got some kids here fighting. So it's like this this group energy of like playfulness, you know, ideas. Like getting, like you might be getting some ideas, playing around with some ideas. We have that youthfulness, but it's this masculine energy. So that's the fire, right? It's our passion, our drive. So it looks like here we've got this rooster over here as well, this black rooster. And that could signify, you know, some sort of, you know how roosters like will alert? It's like some sort of, I feel like some sort of idea, some sort of aha moment. You know, they have that roosters kind of alert when it turns to morning, right? So it's like, I feel like it's like this message, or, you know, you're going to have like this kind of these maybe aha moments coming up this week. Or there's going to be some sort of epiphany, or, you know, it's going to be like, yeah, this call, you're going to hear this call or something. That's what I'm getting with this. But we have that youthful energy, like, you know, we're all playing around with ideas, you know, our passions, you know, bring that youthful energy in this week. And fives usually, you know, they represent some sort of transformation. So it's almost like this, there's like these ideas flowing, but we're playing around with them, you know, we're transforming them, we're getting creative with them. So I feel like this is going to be big this week. You know, we have that wands that represent that fire, that magic. So I feel like it's connected to, you know, what lights you up, your passions, you know, what keeps you going, your drive, something like that. So let's see what else we have here. So this is going to be a guide. That's going to be a good one for you to call on this week, working with this energy. So let's see here. It's a guide that's coming up for the collective. If you choose to work with, you know, other guides can bring in other, you know, abilities into your, call for them. So like whenever you ask for a certain one, you know, they kind of have a specialty in that area. So let's see here. So we have here Goddess Matangi and Heliothrope. Already there is value. I acknowledge of how far I've come and the immense inner value derived from my journey this far. I choose to complete the tasks that resonate with my heart, seeing them through until they are shining with divine brilliance and beauty. I recognize the value of my past efforts and experiences. I balance passionate purposeful devotion to my destiny that is contentment and gratitude for all that is now. So like I was saying, yeah, Libra's got that balance. We've got that balance in here. We got that goddess energy. So we have that divine feminine energy coming out here, but it's saying there already is value. You know, there is value in yourself and what you're doing. There already is value in it. And it's saying here, like, I recognize the value of my past efforts and experiences. Sorry. I balance passionate, purposeful devotion. So like I was saying, like, yeah, passion, you know, we're playing with some ideas, what our passions are, you know, and it's saying purposeful devotion. And I was saying too, with Libra, we've kind of got that harvest coming in. We're giving that thanks, that equinox, sorry. We've kind of giving that, that gratitude, that thanks for the harvest type of thing. But they want you to know that, you know, there already is value. We have this crystal heliotrope. So it's looking like here, you know, we've kind of got a lot of different colors going on here. So it's got this moon energy as well. So I feel like it's something connected to the moon as well. But we have, like, yeah, we're balancing, you know, we're giving thanks for how far we've come. You know, we're going with the ideas that bring us the most joy, that resonate with our heart, you know, and seeing them through until they're shining with divine brilliance and beauty. And we're seeing those tasks through. You know, so that looks like it's coming up. So a good one to call on, a good guide, is Goddess Matangi. If you don't know much about her, you can, you know, always Google search, you know, look it up. I found out a lot of information by, you know, just looking up who the guides are, what they you know, portray, or their energy that, you know, that they portray or, you know, give off, or so it kind of helps with that as well. And same with the crystal. So yeah, so it's saying that there already is value in what you're doing though. So keep going, you know, go with the things that resonate with your heart, you know, go with the things that, you know, fill you up, you know, you're balancing passion and devotion at the same time. So, you know, it's saying here to keep going with the things that are resonating for you, because there already is value, even if you think that there isn't. You're learning, you're growing, there is value there. So it's just telling you to keep going on that. And give gratitude as well for that. Look for how far you've come. So a soul lesson. Let's see. What is the soul lesson that's coming up here? So we got a soul lesson of judgment coming up. So I feel like this one comes up quite a bit in our collective, actually. So it's saying here, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Oh, I can't speak today. So yeah, it's saying here, like, we all have our own unique path. So don't judge yourself, and don't, like, when you judge others, you're really judging yourself. You know, when we are in that ego kind of thinking, it's like a reflection in a mirror that comes back to us. So if we're judging someone else, we're actually judging ourselves. And when we're judging ourselves, you know, that's not keeping us in the higher vibrations. So it's saying, like, everybody has their own unique path. So don't judge, like, where you are, or because there already is value, right? So don't judge where you are on your path. Try not to judge your emotions, you know, try not to judge others for how, you know, their life as well. We don't know what it took for them to get there. We don't know, you know, their past experiences and everything like that. So we all are unique. We all have our own way of doing things, and we're all going to have our own unique path. But it's just saying to let go of that judgment. And I'm really feeling like judgment on self too, especially with this, you know, there already is value. It's giving me like you're not maybe seeing the value in what you're already doing. And you might be judging that, and that might be coming off as a projection to others. So you might be looking at somebody and being maybe a little bit jealous and judging them and saying, you know, oh, well, why do they get to do that and I don't, or, you know, something like that. That's really loosely put, but it's almost like it's a projection because you're not as far as them, so you're projecting that onto them. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so it's saying I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. Everybody's going to have those ebbs and flows where they're in flow, and then it's a little bit quiet time, and then other people are in flow, and then it's a little bit quiet time for you. So don't judge that. There already is value in the things that you're doing. Just keep going. Everything that resonates with you, everything that lights you up, your passions, your purpose, your devotion, just keep going with that. But don't judge it, and don't judge others as well. It is hard to kind of get out of that, egoic thinking. But it's just saying this affirmation is going to help here. So it's just saying, again, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, including yourself as well. So let's see what else we got here. And I'm getting the purple with that. So the judgment is coming from the mind. It's not coming from the heart. Judgment does not come from the heart. So it's all in our mind here. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, we got that 2-2 harmony. So like I was saying, we're in that Libra where we're trying to get that balance and harmony, within our heart, in our heart space, and it's like in our mind as well. I'm getting like this here with our, the kind of the bluey purples here. We're getting like harmony within our mind about this judgment as well. So we're trying to balance that. So we have 2-2, which is we've got that that energy of the 2 is like our partnerships. It could be mother daughter, father child, brother sister. It could be a spouse, could be a co-worker, it could be anything, but it's asking to bring, for us to find that harmony and that balance. So we have the 2-2 with that kind of balances it out, right? It's a reflection. Like I was saying, we have this reflection in our judgment. It's like it's reflecting and projecting at the same time. So yeah, we've got this just kind of getting into our heart space, really trying to find that harmony and that balance. And it's saying here, balancing passionate and purposeful devotion to my destiny with contentment. Yeah, so we're kind of trying to get into that energy of harmony. And we got that number with the 2 and the 4, so equals 4. So it's like our stability, our foundation, our sanctuary. We're asked to find that this week. And come from our heart. Have it come from our heart. Yeah, because now that I'm looking closer, we've got almost all colors of the rainbow kind of on this heart here on this other side. So it's almost like, the one side we've got just the blue color here, but on this side we've got different colors here. We're kind of, it's almost like it's reflecting back. The harmony that we put out is going to reflect back to us, or the harmony that we have within is going to help us project harmony out as well. And I'm getting because I'm getting like the colors of the different rainbow, so it's like it's like refracting the energy and spreading it out into all these different colors. So it's like that white light is kind of giving that like refraction, yeah, and it's refracting into all the colors of the rainbow when you're in that state. So let's see what else we got here. And when we're in our mind and we're judging, that's what I mean. We aren't in our heart. I was saying judgment, doesn't come from the heart. We're not in the heart. We're not in harmony. We're out of harmony. Yeah, so we got peace. Like we got that whole kind of thing coming out here. We've got peace here. It says dissolving unwanted and disturbing thoughts. So yeah, like with that judgment, you know, when we're having judgment on ourselves or others, you know, we're having those, you know, kind of disturbing thoughts, those not so loving thoughts, those kind of lower vibrational thoughts. So we want to try and dissolve those, and we're going to dissolve those by trying to get it back into harmony, you know, with ourselves, and realizing on our journey there already is value, you know, so that's going to help us to realize how far you've come, look back on how far you've come, and that's really going to give us like a grander perspective. We've got this sun energy, you know, we're shining, it's got this peace, like I was saying, we're in that kind of that Libra season where we're trying to balance, we're having that balance of those scales of of harmony and peace, you know, balance. So it's looking like that we're being asked to do that. So we've got number 26. So that's number 8. So that's kind of like our infinite energy, as above, so below. So it's got that, you know, that energy again. Like I was saying too, with the 2, we've kind of got that balance. So it's looking like we're being really called to peace. Finding our peace, finding our inner peace. When we find our inner peace, that will be, you know, that will be projected to our outer world. And that's going to change the way we see things. Getting rid of this judgment. And don't judge yourself if you do have judgment. It's, you know, it's kind of that that energy, like, don't judge yourself if you do have judgment, but just, it's kind of like, you know, just realizing and coming to the conclusion that everybody has their own challenges, everybody's path is unique, everybody's path is different. So, you know, there's no point in judging it, because whatever you're doing and you're still on, your path still has value. Your path already has value, and it always had value. And it looks like here, yeah, so it looks like we're being called to some peace. We're getting out of that sunshine energy. Especially too, I'm kind of getting like with the reds, the yellows. We've got the green here for the heart, but I'm like those lower chakras. So like our root chakra, which is connected to our safety, our security. Then we've got our sacral, which is in our emotions, our emotional, you know, sometimes traumas are stored there. And then we've kind of got the solar plexus energy in the heart. You know, solar plexus being our passions, our fire, our will, and our heart, you know, being the love, of course. So we're kind of getting those peace in those lower chakras, bringing harmony to those lower chakras. I feel like that's going to really help, with the crown chakra as well. When we're centered and in peace in those chakras, that's going to help align our crown as well. So let me see what else we have here. So yeah, like I was saying, we kind of have like all the different colors on this card here. So I feel like it's kind of, you know, it's got all these different chakras in there, which we've seen here. We've kind of and project like here too with the, like I was getting the crown, but also the throat, like, you know, actually expressing harmony, expressing peace, expressing love, you know. So I'm getting that as well. So that's something that we're going to be looking at this week. What do I want to do? I'm just going to come in. I wanted to do like just a quick one. So I'm just going to pull some crystals that are going to help. So definitely heliotrope if you have any of that. I do not. I actually don't know very much about it. So I had this one just pop up. So we have serpentine. So it's saying here, what is it? Lime to kale green stone with a reptilian appearance. Serpentine is activating energy, is like a deep exfoliation treatment for the spiritual self. Who needs a Kundalini yogist? Anyone in need of a fresh start. Where to put it? During meditation, hold serpentine in each hand and concentrate on circulating energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Like I was saying, yeah, we got those lower chakras, right? And then I was saying it's going to help with your crown. So definitely I'm getting chills on that. So serpentine, yeah, that's pretty cool. So then it's saying here when to use it, when it's time to let go of tired beliefs that get us stuck in energy unstuck. If serpentine arrives in your life, it's an invitation to rip off all the proverbial band-aids and regroup. Hit the sauna, sweat it out, and release all lingering drama. So this is saying awaken your reptilian nature. So yeah, we've got that that energy of renewal, right? Like we had some reptilians, you know, the reptile, the lizard came out when I was doing the card pulls last week, and we had that, you know, that rejuvenation of energy, right? But yeah, it's saying here, time to let go of tired, stuck beliefs and energy that's stuck. Yeah, some of this judgment might be a stuck belief of yours. It might be something that's affecting you, and that's a kind of a life lesson that's popping up. So serpentine, if you have any of that one, unfortunately I don't think that I have that one. I have a lot of crystals, but I might have it, I don't know. But serpentine, if you have that one, is going to be a good one. And if you don't have the crystal, you can just simply intend its energy. You don't physically have to have the crystal, you know, call in the crystal, call in the energy of the crystal. That's really going to help. And we've got that very green energy, so we've got that very heart chakra connected to that. So I'm going to pull another one, and then let's pull an animal card, and then I think this one we're gonna get done here. Don't want it to be too long, so let's see, what else do we have here? So we got emerald. So we got that heart again, that really, you know, that we've really got that heart chakra coming out. I actually do have some emerald. So what is it? One of the 4 precious gemstones, emerald radiates with a wet, lush, verdant energy. Historically, emerald is associated with love, beauty, and sex. So if you're into any of that, you might want to associate yourself with the saturated green gem. Who needs it? Bohemians, Epicureans, and Transcendentalists. Where to put it? On a chain over your heart, or in a ring at the base of your left thumb, perched atop Venus Mount. Okay. When to use it? When you're temporarily lost the courage to love and to be loved. When you're in the energy of a total refresh, open your heart to the limitless possibilities with emerald. Point your heart towards grace. So yeah, so definitely got that heart chakra coming out quite a bit this week. So we're definitely working with some of those lower chakras, but definitely as well, you know, the heart's coming out in that. So I'm just going to pull one more. I'm just going to pull an animal card, and then we can kind of wrap it up from there. So we've got this kind of playful energy with the 5 of Wands. We're kind of playing around with ideas. You know, I feel like there's going to be maybe some epiphanies this week that come. Maybe you're going to get a call. Maybe you will get like a physical call of, you know, some sort of ideas, you know, or it could be like an epiphany, a download, an aha moment. Something's going to alert you, I feel like, though. But we got this energy of like this playfulness, this youthfulness, this masculine energy of like planning, but also, you know, ideas, passions. You know, it might involve group projects too, because I've got like this 5 coming out here with all these people. So there might be something you're collaborating on with something with, but I feel like that's going to be like kind of the energy this week. Or maybe someone will want to collaborate with you on something. But I feel like it's going to be like this playful, you know, kind of innocence. But we're being asked, you know, to know that on our journey, we already, you know, there already is value. There already has been value. There's value in everything that you do. You know, acknowledge how far that you've come, you know, and it's saying here, the immense inner value that's derived from your journey. You know, we're completing our tasks of the heart. It's things that resonate with us, things that bring us joy, you know, and balancing it with passionate and purposeful devotion. And devotion comes from our heart as well. So, but we're asked to release any judgment that we have against ourselves or others. You know, understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. By doing that, you know, it's going to bring us some of that harmony and balance. It's going to almost, it's kind of like refracting the light that comes out of us into all different colors of the rainbow, and it creates kind of that harmony and that peace everywhere. Because when we're in harmony on the inside, that's how our outer world is going to look as well. But we're going to be you know, projecting that. so we're really being called to this balance, but we're also being called to have some peace within our mind, like with that judgment, you know, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. I feel like the sun is going to help with that, the sunshine. That's why we've got this big sun energy, being out in the sun as well. It's really going to help. But you know, crystals to work with, we're looking at serpentine, and we're looking at emerald this week. So, you know, if you have any of those, be good to work with those, you know, in meditation. Just wear them, you know, but also if you don't have the crystals, just intend their energy. So I'm going to see what else we have. Actually, and also heliotrope is a good one. Calling on Goddess Matangi. So last card, animal card. Let's see what our message is. What's the message? And we got the puffin partnership. Like I was saying, I feel like there's, I don't know, there's something, some sort of maybe group or a collaboration, some sort of partnerships. But we got this 2-2 energy as well, like our you know, our partnerships. So it's saying here, you know, the puffin, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So it looks like this week, if you're working on something, definitely collaborate with, you know, a team, or if you need help, definitely ask for some help. You know, and we've got this puffin, which they've got these kind of colorful beaks. Like it's funny that we have this duality within the black and the white, which is our balance, our peace. You know, we got that peace sign, but then we've also got this colorful beak coming up here, which I was saying, kind of, we have those lower chakras, like the, you know, the roots, the solar plexus, and we've got a little bit of the sacral. Trying to think here so much. So yeah, it's like, you know, we're asked to be, you know, find that balance, but no, like we've got the colors all coming out here, all the colors, you know, all the chakras kind of being affected in this. But you're being asked for partnership, you know, embrace yourself, you know, with confidence, embrace your, you know, joy, embrace your challenges, and you know, feel confident about being yourself. But ask for help if you need it. Ask for help, because I feel like this is going to be a good week to collaborate with somebody on something, or a team. It's going to be something about teamwork. So that is the message that I have for this week. You'll have to let me know if that resonates for you. So let me know, and have a great day. Bye.